There's no need for you to outsource the haters because you are your number one hater. Imagine someone was talking crazy to your child or your niece or nephew, right? Or your grandchildren. Would you sit back and allow them to just talk crazy to your baby, right? And it don't have to be an actual baby, but you know what I mean. It's your baby. Absolutely not. You will interject and shut it down real quick because nobody can talk to your baby crazy like that, right? Okay, so why do you talk crazy to yourself? Or how are you showing up for yourself? Are you showing up for yourself absent-mindedly, degrading yourself secretly, although you're putting in the work? Are you actually your frenemy? Have you been acting as your own frenemy, showing up but still being your own internal hater? Like no one outside of you even has to show up to send you the hateration vibes. You have been showing up for yourself, doubting yourself, instilling fear in yourself. But you think and you've convinced yourself that because I'm showing up, I'm doing whatever's necessary and I don't have to try harder because that is the maximum of what I can do. When in reality, showing up is literally the smallest percentage that matters. What matters more is how you talk to yourself, your inner dialogue. And what I'm learning and what I'm experiencing is that my inner dialogue has much more pull than my previous action, right? The reason being is because the inner dialogue directs the next action or inaction or decision or indecision. Whatever it is, it's the next thing that's going to happen or not happen. Also, something not happening is also inaction, is also happening. Thank you so much for watching this far. If you're new here, my name is Spivey J. And on my channel, we are learning to master our minds so that we can transform our life, so that we can get more fulfillment out of this life. So if that interests you, I would truly appreciate it if you simply hit that subscribe button. All right, back to today's video. So if I am cussing myself out, talking horribly about myself, doubting myself, instilling fear, reminding myself of all the times and things where I went wrong, and repeating stories of shoulda, coulda, wouldas that will hopefully contribute to, I don't know, you traveling back in time and changing it. If that is what's happening on a day-to-day basis, one, no wonder your year is going by so fast. Your days are going by in super speed because you're telling yourself the same story over and over and you're not doing anything about it. Two, you are actually tired of your own crap. And you know why I know you're tired of your own crap? Because every time you get prepared to tell yourself the same crappy thing over and over, you zone out. But the story continues to unfold. But you consciously zone out, and when you come back, it's the end of that story and you haven't got much farther. You haven't put in any action to level up yourself in any type of way, and it's a very dangerous position to be in. You see, there's no need for you to outsource the haters because you are your number one hater. There's no need to pursue anything larger because you're going to continue to stop yourself because the inner dialogue that you allow to replay over and over every single day is taking you in the fast lane to your own demise, and you have to stop it. Now, this is the excuse that I hear so many people have. Well, I'm just being a realist, right? You think that thinking against what it is you want is you being a realist. You think that thinking the worst case scenario is you being a realist. But if you are a creator, why in the hell would you think of your worst case scenario as the one that's going to come true? As the one that stopped you in the past? Why would you keep assuming the worst about yourself? It makes zero sense. It is exhausting. It makes no sense, and you're exhausting yourself to the point of resentment. And you're gonna keep resenting yourself because of your own words, your own thoughts, your own awareness. Everything you're doing to yourself is putting yourself down. You have so many valid excuses. You could start a non-ending video and it will be an infinite loop of valid excuses, never getting anywhere. If you want to change that, if you want to master your mind so you can transform your life, stop that I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Stop that crap right now. You're not being a realist. You're being a pessimist. As a matter of fact, you are being worse than what what a frenemy could be. You are being worse than what they call it, the people who do treason and they go in and infiltrate governments. You would be worse. You are worse. That's what you are. You're committing treason against your own country. You being the country. You are committing treason against your freaking self. You are infiltrating your own governing body, literally, and inserting viruses in it that's going to do nothing but collapse at some point in time. You have to want to change that. And if you don't want to change that, and you do like telling yourself these stories about, if you make XYZ decision, then ABC is going to happen. And it's the worst case scenario. If you want to live your life that way, then by all means, so be it. Keep going in that direction. But stay the heck away from me and anybody who is trying to do the opposite. Usually, the people who are their own haters are the gnats, the mosquitoes, I got a mosquito bite, the spiders, the little bugs that come in, insert themselves into other people's lives, scaring them and biting them until they are also on the same low-level living plane. And so now you are surrounded by everyone who believes the same thing. So all y'all reinforce each other thinking you're thinking correctly, thinking your way is the right way. And that anyone who believes or feels otherwise is an outsider, is clueless. They are dreamers. No, you just in a circle of haters and you the leader. If you don't back out of that circle, you're going to be stuck there and everything's going to be silico, and you're going to go on the same lame ass vacations every year. You're going to be with the same lame ass people. You're never going to experience anything above the ceiling of what you think is possible. But my friend, if you want to stay there, I am not judging you beyond this next sentence. I just kindly request that you leave anybody that wants to do something different out of it. And if you are that person that wants to do something different and your whole world is going to literally have to blow up and collapse because everything in its infrastructure is feeding and fueling you in a way that's going to deplete your energy, deplete you in every which way, then prepare to be lonely. Prepare to be by yourself until you find a community, which likely will start and begin online, which will likely start when you go to different places and be in different spaces, which will likely begin when you choose, you know what? I actually don't rock with y'all. I actually choose a different experience for myself in my life. And I no longer want to be that. And you just disappear without explanation. That's exactly how extreme you have to be, because guess what? The opposite is doing an extreme number on you. So now it's time for you to do an extreme number on yourself. I'm not discouraging anyone who wants to remain a realistic pessimist, okay? That's cool. I am speaking to the ones who want to change. This is just a forewarning. This video, my words, just serves as a forewarning of what it is you're about to lose. If you want something different, be prepared to lose everything that is a reminder, a pathway, a bridge, a key, a token to the life and the things that you don't want. Be prepared to lose it all. The comfortness, the coziness, the peacefulness, the group, the expansion, the village. The village is actually a villain in your story. The village is a villain in your story. Be prepared to lose it so that you can build yourself up brick by brick. And when I say be lonely, it could last a day, it could last multiple days. All good things come to you. So if you have that mindset, your community is coming to you. You're going to find it. It's going to be serendipitous. Okay, so don't worry. But this is the way you have to think about things. I get what I want, period. And don't go into what you need to change. Don't go into what you need to fix. I'm learning this. I facilitate a live workshop with other women, and we're all working to build proof in our life. The action is the proof, not the external validation, right? I am also a part of other groups in which I am following someone else. The trainer needs a trainer. The teacher needed a teacher. All right. And so just always up-leveling, upskilling myself in a way that's going to contribute to me becoming a better person in every which way. But I had to get by myself and get clear on what it is I wanted for my life. That meant leaving people that I once thought would be in my life forever. At the time, I couldn't even fathom the fact that these specific people would no longer be in my life, or that I would no longer be in this environment, or that whatever the case may be. I could not fathom that. And if you're there and if you understand exactly what it is I'm talking about, you're going to feel lonely. But the loneliness is a sign that you are changing, not a sign that you're failing, and definitely not a sign that you should go back. So this video, hopefully, is just your reminder to keep on stepping in the direction of your dream life. And you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to show yourself that you're capable of handling this level. Because when you go to the other place that you want to be, this journey that you're going through to get there is building you up mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, so that you'll be able to handle and sustain whatever it is you're going after. But you will have to stop being your own hater. You will have to stop surrounding yourself with other haters. You will have to be in an environment that fuels your greatness. That's coming from the food, the people, the work that you do. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're not judging it. We're not judging ourselves. We're not putting ourselves through this fire anymore. We are just going to allow ourselves to be. And who needs to go will go, including the inner hater in you. So stop doubting yourself. Stop living in fear. Stop allowing people to make you believe you got to do all this work before. No. Just stop it. Stop what's not working, and so you can start what does work. What does work is, number one, stop being your own hater. Stop downing yourself. And that's it. It's a simple message. It's not, I don't have to talk for 40 minutes. It's a simple message, and it's going to reach the person that it needs to reach. The person that's been creating a tumultuous, fiery pit of hell for themselves. Get away from the fire. All right, that's all I have for today's video. It's just to encourage you, and how to do that. Be prepared to be by yourself. Okay, on a mental note, even when you stop telling yourself those old stories. Oh, if you keep telling this I want to add. If you are stuck in a loop of telling yourself old stories about woulda, coulda, shoulda, things that you didn't do in the past, investments you should have made, etc. I do that to myself as well, and this is how I get my attention. I say this 4-word sentence, and then I just go from there. I really just tell myself to shut up. Shut up. I don't like the word shut up, but STFU definitely is. It's moving, and it gets my attention. It gets my attention because it shuts me down. It shuts down that thought of my awareness being on something I don't want. And also, time passed. I can't teleport back to, maybe I could teleport back, but you know what I mean. I did what I did when what I thought was the best decision at that point in time. So I don't have the wisdom that I have now. So the shoulda, coulda, wouldas are basically a waste of time. So yeah, shut it down. Tell yourself to shut it down. Yeah, that's the tactical tool that I have for today. I really don't have anything else. You gotta tell yourself to shut it down. Just like, imagine if someone was talking crazy to your child or your niece or nephew, right? You wouldn't allow them to do that, especially if you were there. Please, you will interject yourself immediately. So that's what you have to do. You have to interject yourself immediately. Imagine someone was talking crazy to your child or your niece or nephew, right? Or your grandchildren. Would you sit back and allow them to just talk crazy to your baby, right? And it don't have to be an actual baby, but you know what I mean. It's your baby. Absolutely not. You will interject and shut it down real quick, because nobody can talk to your baby crazy like that, right? Okay, so why do you talk crazy to yourself? Or why are you allowing yourself to be jumped on verbally by yourself or by people that you surround yourself with, your environment, right? Why you let that happen for you? You wouldn't let it happen for your baby. Why you can't be your baby? Why you can't give yourself that much love like you give your baby? You deserve it. Not because you had to do anything to earn it. You deserve to be taken up for just like your baby does. your niece, your nephew, your grandkid, your baby, right? So do it. Stop being your own hater. All right. All right, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. In the meantime, in between time, my name is Spivey J, and I hope you have a beautiful day. All right, peace. You're beautiful.